Okay, so there we are. So let's see. We had the Arasaka ending. We had the suicide ending. We had the Johnny takes control, but Johnny keeps the body ending. Then we had Johnny takes control and I keep the body ending. And we just done the Pan Am ending, so I've done 5. Technically, there is another one, which is this one again, but I let Johnny have the body. The only real difference what I can ascertain is that obviously Rogue's alive at the end of the game. So yeah, that's the major difference there. I do wonder, and I'd be curious to have a look at it, if I said no to Mitch and not let him take the tank, if he was going to be the one that gets killed and Sol would be at the end, but that's something I can probably wiki rather than go and do that entire end sequence of this again. I mean, this one ending, I'm currently at 2.5 hours on the stream, so I'm kind of glad I did reserve an entire stream just this ending, because when I looked on the wiki it did just list 4 quests and I was like, oh, that's going to be a long one. And then there's the ending that I can't do because I said one thing wrong out of 7, but that is going to be the aim of my Season 2 Let's Play of Cyberpunk, which I will want to do. I'd like to plan it around a year anniversary of this game coming out. Gives Projekt CD Red the opportunity to iron out some of the bugs, possibly some new content added into the game. All in all, narratively, I think the endings work, except for the one that I haven't seen. I can't really comment on that, so thoughts on that one is going to be a while. Pretty much stand by what I said about this game in the ending on my initial thoughts of it right now, which is right now it's like a rough gem. It needs some polishing, it needs some shaping, it's got a few flaws, but the foundation is there. They had to get the game out, and you can play a game of like tug of war between like so many different sides in regards to how it got released in the state that it is. I mean, yeah, it could have done with more time, but then you would have had the stockholders of the company on the back of them. You'd have the fans going, Jesus Christ, it's delayed again. They'd painted them into a corner. The only thing that I sort of recognise right now is they are going to be, instead of heavily focusing on content to expand the game, their team is going to be divided, because there's going to be people trying to fix the game in the current state that it is, and you're going to have one team trying to develop new content to be able to go into it. I do reckon that they actually have a plan in regards to expansion content. I mean, there's two endings here that I could see being standalone DLC. Obviously this ending where V goes up north and looks for a cure And then you've obviously got the other one where V goes into space and begins an assault on the Crystal Palace. So there are definitely suggestions there that there's going to be like continuation of those things, but I can see them being standalone. Because both these endings in question, I can sort of see it resetting the character back to 0, because it is kind of a new start, but they would be highly condensed, and I reckon there'd be an import save option, so you can get a head start on your character build maybe, and import your aesthetic choices, as to say. But other than that, you wouldn't have access to the things that you previously had. In regards to expansion on Night City itself, the main content, again, I can see another standalone DLC, or I can see Judy coming back for a quest series. I could see them doing a little bit more with Ward, maybe. And then obviously you've got the entire alt situation, which a lot of the endings have in common, which is alt becomes this amalgamation of everyone from Makoshi. So I do wonder if they're going to be having a DLC that'll alt becomes a problem that you have to deal with, and perhaps they will get Keanu back for that one. But other than that, they just need to work on the game. I think they need to improve the AI pathing for vehicles, because it doesn't feel right, the fact that you can get in trouble with the police and they don't pursue you. I definitely think that's something they need to work on. I reckon there's going to be lots of quality of life improvements. I reckon that we're going to see mini games possibly turn up, like in the interactable arcade machines, sort of other sort of activities, because I've seen, you see pool tables. I could see them doing like bowling, darts, sort of an entire range of like mini games that they can just dot throughout the world. I do definitely feel, in regards to like the side quests, I'm happy with in regards to content and the quality of them, but I do feel like with the NCPD gigs and the general gigs, that they should have been further down the line content. I know the game would have released with less content on its release, but at the same time it would have meant that they would have been able to polish the core of the game to a better point than what it currently is. The time they spent putting in all the NCPD and all the other strange random gigs that you do, they could have just left that on hold and just work on the AI, the pathing, and everything like that. It definitely feels like that they ended up focusing more on quantity over quality towards the end. And I think they should have gone for quality over quantity. But that's hindsight. that's the way you see things now. At the end of the day, we're not privy to the information and decisions that they was making at the time. To get it released in the state that it's currently in. But yeah, all in all, I'm glad I played this. This is the sort of last stream of Cyberpunk for quite some time, which is kind of weird. I've been numbering my source recordings in order of like number of stream, and this is stream number 22. And so far I've only encoded up to stream 15. Oh yeah, there is 3 or 4 streams that don't really count as proper streams, because they was just me recording lore, but I had to give them a number to help me be able to process them. So I've got like 7 videos, stream length videos left to edit, which is crazy because like those closing 7 streams or so, I started doing like 4-hour and so forth streams, so there's quite a lot of content for me left to encode. God knows when this series will end on YouTube as individual parts, but that's nice. It gives me some time to sit and think about what to do next. And just to reiterate, for this stream I did something different in regards to how I play the game. And it wasn't equips or anything like that, it's something more fundamental. I'm interested to know if you can work out what I changed in regards to how I played it, and I'm starting to think that it's a change in an interesting direction. Because if I follow this idea through, it actually does open up quite a few more games that I can think about doing on my channel. I can't say why, because it's like it'll give away what I did. So yeah, if this gets posted, curious to see what if any comments get put on in regards to what you think I made different. But this is my stream for now, and I honestly don't know when I'll be streaming next. I think I should just, for now, focus down all the video I've got left to edit, and it'd be nice to wrap up this season 1 encoding and get it all uploaded and all scheduled. And it'll just give me time. So, on that note, I say, thanks for watching. Till next time, have a good one.